Hey guys, good morning. Ken here at Epic Treasure. Hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you on this video about something that's very important that you need to have, in your business, whether you're full-time or part-time, to help you avoid problems. Okay, I ran into a little issue yesterday with a card that I sold, and I wanted to share this with you so in case you run into the same problem, you know what to do, or maybe it's happened to you and you can share some, experiences that you've had. And what it is I sold a card yesterday. And it was an older card. It was a vintage, almost an antique of a gentleman standing in front of his encampment during the gold rush years, the California gold rush when everybody flocked to California looking for gold. And it was dated, around that era, that time period. But the thing is, the thing that kind of caught my interest was it sold, but I looked at the card and the card had some damage on the left side of the card. It looked like somebody had taken a bite out of it. It's not like the card was folded or creased. There was actually pieces of the card missing. And that's what kind of piqued my curiosity because I looked at that card. I'm like, that looks like a card I've sold before. But I wasn't sure. I have an alphanumeric system, and my system is like PC, stands for postcard, and then I have a number after everything. And I've got everything in tubs and everything's labeled. So I went looking for that card. I couldn't find it anywhere. I was looking for it in several tubs and several boxes that I hadn't updated yet. I had my wife Kim looking for it. But I thought before I go looking through 7,300 cards trying to find this card that I can't find, okay, I'm going to try something different. What I did was I copied and pasted the exact title of the card, word for word. And I went into eBay and I went to Terapeak. Now, they don't call it Terapeak anymore. I think they call it product research or something. But it used to be called Terapeak. And I went into that system, that inventory research tool, and I plugged that title in, word for word. Didn't change anything. Because what was curious to me is I thought I had sold that card, but I couldn't prove it. And now sometimes I do misskew numbers. I have done that in the past. It doesn't happen very often, but if I'm in a hurry or if I'm trying to list really quickly, sometimes I'll skip past the skew field and I'll forget to update it, change it. And I'll have two cards with the same skew number. And, sometimes I can't find a card and I've looked through, other my other tubs and boxes and I'll find it. And, it's not a problem. But this particular card, I couldn't find it anywhere. So, like I said, I went into Terapeak with that exact title and I plugged it in, and sure enough, it brought up two cards. And they were the exact same card, they were the exact same title, and they were the exact same SKU number, which told me that I hadn't misskewed the number. What happens, I believe, and this has happened to other sellers, this is the whole purpose of doing this video, is I think that eBay's system somehow glitched. And when that card was sold, the original sale went back to, I think, June the 3rd, because it showed the sale from yesterday. Then it showed another sale of the same card back at, on June 3rd of this year, 2024. And I looked at that, and that told me right away that somehow eBay's system had glitched. And what happened was the card sold, and it goes into your sold listings folder, but then somehow eBay's system relisted the card back on the platform as a live, new transaction. And I wasn't aware of it, okay, until obviously it sold again, and I didn't have the card available to fulfill the order because 99% of the cards I sell on eBay are all one-offs. I only have one copy of each one. And once it's gone, it goes into that folder and it's sold, and I don't touch it. Now, I did write eBay about this, but first I wrote the customer back immediately and explained the situation and refunded their money. Now, it wasn't a big sale, okay? And I know I'll probably get some haters that'll say, yeah, it was only a $7 sale. What are you whining about? Just move on. But, the thing is, it doesn't matter whether it was a $7 sale or a $107 sale, okay? A sale is a sale to me. And what if it had been a $30 sale or a $50 or $150 sale? then I would have been real upset because you have to, I had to refund the buyer's, purchase because I didn't have the card because eBay's system glitched. And when the card was sold, somehow it relisted that card as a new listing. And I didn't have it. But see, I didn't know about that until I actually found the second listing that was dated June 3rd. Now, I have contacted eBay on Facebook, eBay for Business about this. I know they don't have that anymore. They've kind of changed pages. But I have a way of contacting them, and they haven't answered yet because I just contacted them yesterday. But I have a sneaky feeling they're going to try and tell me that it was my mistake and I accidentally listed the same card twice, after I had sold the card. But see, that's not possible because the card itself had damage on the left side of it. Down the whole left side, it looked like people had taken a bite out of it. I mean, it wasn't a fold or a crease or anything. It was part of the card was missing, actually physically missing. Like I said, it looked like somebody took a bite out of it and, left it that way. Left it there like that. But anyway, so there's no way I could have actually accidentally duplicated this card, and because in order to do that, I would have had to go into my sold listings and hit relist, and I don't do that. I don't ever do that. I've never done that. Anything that sits in my sold folder remains in my sold folder because it keeps a record of my sales for the year. So when I do my taxes and everything, I know what my gross sales are, I know what my net sales are, and I know what time the order came in and all that stuff. So that's why I wanted to share this video with you, because this has never happened to me before. I've heard rumors and I've seen videos where people talked about how they sold an item. Didn't have to be a postcard, but they sold an item, and then months later, all of a sudden they sold it again, and they don't have another copy of that to send to the buyer because they only had one. And that was the same case with mine. I only had one of that card, and it was a very unique card. And like I said, it's my opinion that I think the system somehow glitched and it just relisted it. And I'm hoping and praying to God that there's no other postcards that I have in my inventory that have sold, because I've sold thousands, and I mean literally thousands of cards on eBay, postcards, since I've been doing this 4.5 years. And this is the first time this has happened to me. That very first time. And I'm just saying, I'm hoping that it doesn't happen again. Because, see, there's no way to actually track that. The only way that I know you can track something like this is, like I said, to copy and paste the exact title in, take it into Terapeak, see if there's another duplicate that was sold previous. And if there is, then you got to check the SKU number to see if it's actually an active listing or if it's not an active listing. And then if it is, you got to take it down. And that's just for one card. I have over 7,300 cards in my site. And then I thought, what about these people that sell postcards on eBay that have 25, 35, 50,000 cards? I came across a guy yesterday that I've seen his listings come up in search, and this guy has almost 200,000 cards in his eBay store. Can you imagine? So I wanted to bring this to your attention because I know that eBay monitors my channel. They watch my channel. In fact, they've told me they do. And so I'm doing this video not to kind of rant, but just to kind of bring an awareness to eBay that this problem still exists, and it really needs to be addressed. It needs to be fixed, because I don't want to have to live with the fact that every time I sell a card, if I can't find it in my inventory, I'm wondering, did the card already sell, months before, and eBay's system just glitched and it relisted it without my knowledge? That's going to be a bear to have to track down. And then if you find it, then you have to notify the seller of what happened. You have to refund their money. And like I said before, what if it was not just a $7 sale? What if it was a $20 or $30 or $50 or $100 sale? That would be kind of tough to have to refund. But you have to do it because you can't produce another card because it's a one-off. You can't try to convince the buyer, even if you had another card, or let's say you had a different card, something similar. They're not going to want that one. They want the one they purchased. So creates that kind of an issue. So I'm praying to God that, nothing else happens. I'm praying this is just a fluke. But I wanted to do this video just to share it with you guys. And if you've experienced anything like this happen to you, whether it's been recent or whether it was a couple of months ago or last year or whatever, please share that in the comments, because I know that eBay monitors my channel. And if they see a bunch of comments with the same issue, then maybe they'll take a second look at this and try to correct this problem, because this is a bad glitch. Like I said, on a $7 card, it's not a big deal, but what if it was a 20 or 30 or 50 or $100 card that you had to refund? That would hurt. So I want to know your thoughts on this. If there's any suggestions you have about how to track stuff like this, because like I said, I can't imagine trying to track something like this and, copy and paste it into Terapeak and trying to find an additional card. I mean, I have sold thousands of cards. I'd have to do it all individually. I know there's a link out there that you can plug your information in, and it will search your database, your inventory on eBay, and it will look for duplicates. You can do that. But the thing is, this shouldn't be happening at all. This could be a major problem. I know some people might think, well, there's nothing you can do about it. Just refund the buyer's money and apologize up one side and down the other, and then move on. And yeah, you could do that. I just don't want to have to do that, because I'll do it if it happens again, but I don't like having to do it, because not only do I lose a sale, whether it's $7 or whether it's $700 or whatever, I lose a sale, but the customer, the buyer, doesn't get their card, because you can't replace it. It's a one-off. It was a unique card, maybe not another one like it on eBay or on the internet, and now they can't get it. They thought they got it, but they can't, because eBay's system glitched and relisted it as a new live listing, and you can't fulfill the order because you don't have it, because you've already sold it to somebody. So I don't know. I just another one of those things we all got to deal with as sellers. So like I said, if you have any suggestions about this, if you've had any experiences where you've sold a card, a postcard, or even a different kind of item, if you don't sell postcards, and you've sold it, and you've sold it, and somehow it got relisted on eBay and you had to refund somebody's money, please put that in the comments, because that way we can let eBay know that, hey, this could be a serious problem. If you maybe you need to take a second look at this. Okay, but that's all I wanted to share with you today. Like I said, hope you're having a great day. I know I am. Had 4 other sales yesterday, so it wasn't a total bust. But yeah, I just wanted to share this video with you in the hopes that maybe we can bring some awareness to this for eBay, because like I said, I know they monitor my channel, and maybe they'll take a second look at it and see if they can do something. Now, I did ask for a reimbursement of my lost sale. I don't know if they're going to give it to me or not, but never hurts to ask. All they can say is no. So I'm going to do that. I did that. And yeah, we'll leave it there. Okay. Listen, I got to go. But as always, you know what's coming. If you got anything out of this channel, smash that like button. It helps the channel. I appreciate it. I'm going to go. But you guys have a great day. And I hope you make a lot of sales this weekend. And I'll catch you later. I'll see you on the next video. Take care, and bye for now.